Have a wonderful morning. Today's story are about Kamadhenu, Sudarshan, Shankachuda, and Brahma. After Lord Krishna had humbled Lord Indra, a divine cow named Kamadhenu came to meet him from Devlok, the abode of the gods. Kamadhenu had divine powers and she could grant any wish. She said to Krishna, "You are protecting all the cows who are my children. To us, you are the Lord of Lords. Brahma has directed us to perform the ceremonial bath of crowning you as our Indra." Saying so, Kamadhenu gave Lord Krishna the coronation bath, pouring the holy waters brought from the heavens and her own milk. Then Kamadhenu said to Krishna, "My lord, from now on you will be lovingly called Govinda. You are Govinda because you protect the cows and also the entire world. Lord Indra is only the Lord of gods, but you are the Indra for all living beings." The whole village rejoiced at this event. Then Kamadhenu took leave of Krishna and returned to Devlok. On the night of Shivratri, the people of Vrindavan were resting in the Ambikavan forest. At midnight, a python slithered up to Nanda and began devouring him. Nanda cried out, "Krishna, this python is swallowing me. Please save me." Hearing this, all the men began beating the python with blazing logs of fire, but it did not release Nanda. Then Lord Krishna touched the python with his foot and the python shed its body. It turned into a handsome divine being and bowed before Lord Krishna. He said, "I am a Vidyadhar, a celestial being who has acquired all knowledge, named Sudarshan. Once I saw some unattractive sages while traveling on my aerial transport. Being proud of my beauty, I ridiculed them. So, a sage named Angira changed me into a python, saying that when Lord Krishna would touch me with his feet, I would regain my original form." Saying so, Sudarshan left while the people of Vrindavan admired Krishna speechlessly. Lord Krishna, Radha, and the gopis would regularly perform the Ras Leela, a joyous dance to lively music. The gopis would form a huge circle and perform Dandiya Ras. They would dance in rhythm, holding small wooden sticks in hands. Radha and Krishna danced in the center, lost in deep love for each other. Radha's love for Krishna was far beyond the mundane and worldly feelings. She had such a close bond with him that they would share thoughts even in periods of physical separation. Radha was Krishna's constant companion and advisor, and stayed with him for over 10 years till he left for Mathura. Such was the love of Krishna for the gopis that he would manifest into multiple forms of himself, so that no gopi might ever feel neglected. Thus, none of the gopis ever felt jealous or envious of Radha, for each gopi had a Krishna all to herself. One night, Lord Krishna and Balrama went to their favorite spot on the banks of the Yamuna. While Krishna played the flute, his friends, the gopis, and even the cows ran to the banks of the river. As they all danced around Lord Krishna, a demon named Shankachuda happened to be passing by. He was charmed by the beauty of gopis and quietly carried some of them away. But the gopis cried out, "Krishna, save us! This demon is taking us away." Immediately, Lord Krishna and Balrama started chasing Shankachuda. The demon had heard about Lord Krishna. Frightened, he left the gopis and fled for his life. In no time, Krishna overtook him and gave him a blow on his head. Shankachuda died on the spot. Lord Krishna took out a jewel crest from his chest and presented it to Balrama to wear. The gopis thanked Lord Krishna for saving their lives. One day, Lord Krishna was in the meadows with his cowherd friends and their calves. They were playing pranks on one another, and the cows slipped away into the forest. "Where are our calves?" one of the cowherds suddenly exclaimed. Lord Krishna said, "Dear friends, do not worry. I will go and look for the cows." While he was searching for the cows, Brahma, the god of creation, decided to play a trick on them. He put the cowherds into a deep sleep and transported them along with the calves into a cave. When Lord Krishna returned, he realized at once what had happened. So he created the cowherds and the cows from his multiple selves and took them home. Brahma went to Vrindavan gleefully to see the result of his trick, and he was amazed to see the cowherds and the cows with the Lord Krishna. When Lord Krishna revealed what he had done, Brahma started to see multiple figures of him instead of the cows and the cowherds.